So the idea that I had in mind, I believe that was the pool party matching idea, or it would be an app, like a startup tech app. The idea was that today, from what I understand, there's also like a lot of issues in a dating space. People are having challenges meeting the right mate and securing a partner, right? And so they're using dating apps like Bumble and other ones. And some might not be as successful to actually go through that process and meet someone that they would like to spend their life with or at least just date for now. And so I was thinking about an idea that would be more relevant in the summer than this time in the winter for people that want to meet others in a more casual way instead of kind of using technology and just using technology and then meeting in person. What if there's also a platform that allows people to meet each other through mutual friends at a pool party? So let's say like I'm single, for example, and I'm looking to meet someone that I find cute, right? And so I go on this app and it kind of matches me with people around me that, kind of figures out that I went to high school with this person or I went to this specific kind of like class or whatever. And then I match with like 3 to 4 people or more than that probably. And I go to this house and I show up and then I get invited and I chat with people that show up. And so it's kind of a mix of boys and girls having a conversation, having a good time, kind of like, going in the pool and drinking or maybe just like listening to music or anything like that. And so creating a matchmaking platform outside of just meeting, let's say in a coffee shop, but maybe at a place where you meet mutual friends and then you get to know each other that way.
Yeah, what I really liked about this idea is I can see market traction already with like a similar case where it was this app called Thursday in the market where they mainly focused as the dating app that is not focused on being a dating app, but it's really just like going on a night out. But in the case of like a pool party, this might actually be getting more like loyal traction or getting the niche audience of like people who are specifically into pool parties during these seasonal times. And then, or like in geographic areas where it's typically closer to beaches in general. So that's probably what I would try to hone in on the targeting of this initial launch, which is just like major beaches in the Miami area or like California or certain areas in Austin, Texas, or something like that. And because like it's so specific, or you can also target postal codes that are just in these homes or neighborhoods that actually do have a lot of pools and target that way. So you might actually get like a very nice niche of an audience to actually onboard your initial database of your list to get traction. So I actually really love that. And when it comes to like combating on the seasonalities of it, I might actually pair the other side of the app, maybe like a winter season for like the geographic areas with like more prominent winter seasons like snows. I might actually think of another niche audience that might be catered into like, I don't know, building igloos and do igloo hangouts or something like that. Or like doing snow forts. That could be like an interesting party gathering situation, or like campfires, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe a winter idea would be like snowboarding kind of group. Like let's say you book you go on a mountain and you go with like 5, 10 people together instead of kind of like with 2 or something like that. And so then it's kind of a casual hangout with other people that love the sport and in the winter, and it doesn't have to be kind of a looking for a mate or looking for a date thing, but it could also be interesting. And then building igloos outside is something that I used to do when I was a kid, but I wonder if how, it could actually translate as a fun experience for like adult and for an older population as well. Yeah.
I'm just like looking on GoDaddy right now. Winter Team Retreats is available right now. So if anyone wants to pursue that idea, they can actually buy the domain and sit on it.
Yeah. And retreats are actually a really cool like business model. Like right now, I was doing some research maybe 5 years ago about this topic specifically. And the luxury retreat space is growing quite fast. People want to experience some kind of like niche or let's say a bit more tailored experiences when they're like, traveling to another country or another city, and they get to live in a beautiful like cottage, something like that. And so I'd say that if someone wants to pursue this like retreat, cottage / like group outing, snowboarding, or even the pool party thing, it would be cool. Yeah. And just as a note, actually, I was watching Shark Tank, and there was a guy that showed up and was talking to those investors about an app that allows people to find pools around them in their neighborhoods. So let's say you live in like in Montreal, right? And you're like, it's summer and you want to swim, but you'd want to go to a public pool. So you're looking for something close that you can go and like spend a couple hours in. That platform was kind of laughed at by the investors, but it ended up being like a huge company actually, and it's still running right now. And so kind of the idea of dating and the whole kind of like renting idea together would be interesting.